Okay, hold on, I didn't even do the thing. Alright, so that was another no. Let's try that again. Not even sure if people are actually predicting at this point, but hey. I don't want to not give people the chance to bet yes when it is actually time. Okay, so the goal, get 5 more coins than last time. And you know, don't die in a bunch of stupid ways. Going great on that front so far. That is the no! I was gonna say, that's like the weirdest hitting of a block I've ever seen. Oh! Wow, thank you. There we go. Alright. This will be the time. Guaranteed. Bit of fire is generally helpful. Let's get the coins though. Lack of coins was a bit of a problem last time. Like, we got the time. No rush. Now, fast is slow. If by going fast you end up dying and having to redo the game over and over again as a result. And that's the sort of wisdom you tune in here for. Maybe I want the 1-up. Yeah, that might be something I desire. Gracias. I bet that's a synergy that they intended, right? And foresaw. It's always hard to tell in games. Well, not always, but sometimes it's hard to tell in games when a given, like, synergy or strategy is something that was foreseen by the designers or not. Especially since, I mean, I think a lot of times they don't really want it to be obvious that they, like, anticipated certain actions and strategies, because it's, in theory, cooler as the gamer to think, like, ooh, I did this, and no one else would have even thought of it. Then you, like, rock up to some, like, temple or something in the game, and it's like, oh, well, oh, here's a tutorial for that mechanic. Guess I wasn't as clever as I thought. Okay. Alright, 5 lives going into 4-2. All is well. We're doing better than last time. Grabbing loads of coins. I should definitely get a 1-up from these, I imagine. Like, pretty soon. Getting pretty reliable on that. Alright. To World 8 we go. With 88 coins. 888. Alright. Just keep shooting. Just keep shooting, just keep shooting, just keep shooting, shooting. Okay. I can't go in there. What about in here? Okay. I always forget which pipe it is exactly that I can go in. Is it this one? No? It must be the next one then. There we go. Like, this is a place I want to be. Look at all these coins. Look at that one-up. This is the best prepared I will have been for the end of the game ever. Undeniably. What? That was in the pit! I mean, I don't have time to dwell on that, but come on! Come on! Man, this game can be kind of janky with collisions sometimes, and I'm like super happy when it ends up being in my favor, but when it's not, then it makes me want to send a strongly worded letter to Nintendo. Dear Nintendo, your game is broken. Fix it, please. Okay. It's fine, I don't need the fire flower. Who needs fire flowers? Not me, certainly. I've got 6 lives. I've got 5 lives. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. What do you want me to do, my man? And I'll take that. I will take it. Like a thief in the night. Okay. There. Okay, there's nothing that can stop me now. I'm large. And yeah, don't jump on pipes. Yes, I know. Like, it looks so jumpable though. What? Ugh, I hate green turtles with wings specifically. Those ones are the worst. Aren't there checkpoints that are invisible? Not in World 8 there isn't. Yeah, that's not how we roll in World 8. Lakitu, you can just... Sometimes he's just hopelessly incompetent. He throws his spinies just straight into the pit. Sometimes he's like a sniper. Am I not even gonna make it to 8-3? That is sad. That is very sad. Especially because this is supposed to be the level that you can't, like, lose on. What is wrong with me? Oh, come on. Give me that. Oh, you're joking. You're joking. I just spawned the mushroom because I was too good at the game. Well, you know what, Super Mario Bros? Joke's on you. I'm operating on a basis of pure rage now. And there's nothing that will get in my way. I'm like the Hulk in this gaming ability now. I see. I don't even need... Okay, great. Did we beat the game? No. Game was not beaten, can confirm. But we run it again, I guess. Okay. Just don't suck at the game, yeah. Just don't be terrible. Not doing great on that count so far. Apparently there's like a plane outside my window. Not sure how that happened. Okay. Oh man, so I saw an article the other day where apparently... So Amazon, the notable online bookseller, apparently, I don't know where, I never saw one of these in person, but apparently they had these store things where basically you could like shoplift. See, that's a joke actually. You couldn't shoplift, but like, basically you just like pick up your items in the store. And then, like, you could just, like, walk out and it would be, like, automatically deducted from your account or something. I mean, I guess... Implication being that they are, like... I don't know, using, like, super advanced AI tech or something. Ooh, I didn't know we could get coins there. Anyways, which strikes as one of those things where it's, like... I mean, I guess that's kind of somewhat cool in concept, but did anyone actually... Was anyone actually asking for that? Like, honestly, how... Are you really solving any particularly strong inefficiencies in the market? By, And I was gonna say, like, by, like, not hiring cashiers or something, but, What? Apparently I was holding down on the controller. Well, I guess we're going through World 2 now. Which surely is not going to be problematic, given that I haven't seen these levels since, like, probably really early on last stream. But I mean, in theory, they should be pretty easy, so... Who knows, maybe this will be for the best. Maybe I'll, like, come out of here with, like, loads of coins, lives... Anyways... Like I said, though, I was gonna say, like, oh, was anyone really asking for Amazon to, like, eliminate all of the cashier jobs? And then I realized, oh, wait, no. Retail in general is already trying to eliminate all of the cashier jobs by, with, you know, self-checkouts that everyone all of a sudden decided, no, we need, not only do we need to have the option for self-checkout, we need to make it so, like, 90% of the checkout lanes are self-checkout. That way everyone, whenever they go to the store, can deal with the insanity of, like, trying to, like, buy, like, some potatoes, and then you're, like, messing around with the touch screen so you can find, like, because the potatoes don't have a barcode on them, of course, you gotta, like, enter in specifically, I have potatoes that I would like to purchase, and they weigh this much, and I promise I'm not lying to you. On that topic, I actually, at one point in time, I accidentally almost, and actually, this is something to be aware of whenever you're using a self-checkout machine. Always make sure you're, like, fairly weighing your items. Because at one point, I bought bananas. and I placed the bananas on the scale to weigh them for the self-checkout. But the way I'd put them on made it so there was actually like more force being exerted upon the bananas than... Because a scale, just to be clear, doesn't measure weight, it measures the amount of force put upon the scale, which generally will translate into weight because it will be, you know, the force of gravity and pulling down on your body weight. And the more force there is, then either that means there's more gravity or there's more weight, typically. And, you know, since no one has the capability to change gravity whilst on Earth, it will be weight. But technically speaking, all scales, generally speaking, measure force being applied to them, not weight specifically. So I had my bananas, and I was weighing them. But I think they had like either like slammed onto the scale, or like I was like slightly leaning on the scale or something. But I think what it was is I placed them on the scale, and it weighed the bananas before my hand had completely left the bananas. So my hand was still holding onto the bananas, pushing down on them slightly, and it weighed the bananas. But it also got some of the weight from my hand pushing down on the scale slightly, because I was still in the middle of placing my bananas. I don't really need this. Okay. So, a word to the wise there. Always be careful when you're using self-checkout that you aren't accidentally overweighing your items. I guess conceivably, if you wanted to be like a criminal, you could like underweigh your items strategically through various methods, like still like slightly hold on to it, slightly like pulling it up, I guess. Apparently I can get infinite lives in 3-1. Allegedly. It sounds intriguing, certainly. But I don't know, I'm not sure I want to do an infinite lives glitch. Like, if I wanted to do an infinite lives glitch, then I would just, like, give myself some, like, save states. Just realized this is an easier version of a different castle. Like, this is an easier version of the world, like 4 or 5 castles, isn't it? Huh. Interesting. Or technically, are those a harder version of this castle? Okay. Look, I'm just gonna hang here until you're actually like a decent distance away. Okay, please quit moving forward. I can't get around you when you're directly underneath the bricks. My dude. There we go. Anyways, I was going on about... Okay, so the Amazon thing. Back to the story at hand. The article I read. Apparently, they're, like, shutting down those stores now that, like, were just they pick up things and will, like, automatically charge you stores. Due to labor costs. Well, not due to labor costs specifically. I think part of it is they just, like... We're getting stolen from a bunch, because, like, yeah, who could have foreseen that happening? But the reason why I said labor cost is apparently part of the story is that Amazon wasn't actually using any, like, particularly advanced, like, tech or something to, like, detect what items you were getting or whatever. Apparently they're just paying a bunch of people in India to, like, watch the cameras. So it wasn't even, like, high-tech or anything. They still had cashiers, technically, I guess you could say. They were just off-site instead of on-site, which, I don't know. I don't particularly see the business reason that you gotta do that. It doesn't seem terribly compelling. To me, anyway. Ooh, fire flower. I already had a Firefly. I didn't do it. Oh, what have we here? We've got a new follower, Graveyard 420. Welcome. Thanks for following. We're over here playing some Super Mario Brothers. All right, and I'm remembering how much I hate the springs in this game. No! Darn Koopas. Yeah. I'm supposed to be in World 8 right now, but I accidentally took the Warp Zone to World 2 instead of 4. So, yeah. Now I'm in World 3 as a result. Okay, I swear, this is like more difficult than levels in World 8. Oh, extra coins. Definitely gonna want those. Alright, on the bright side, I'm kind of close to getting to World 4. Yeah, I think I'm literally actually better at the World 8 levels than the World 3 levels at this point, because I've been doing the World 8 levels so much. Am I sad? Kind of. Well, not really. I'm more so just mildly disappointed. I mean, that run was pretty scuffed as soon as I took the Warp Zone to World 2. Ooh, okay, anyways, choose outcome. I did not beat the game on that attempt. We'll run it again, though, in case anyone wants to bet on the results. I don't have a good feeling about this one, honestly. I think the doubters could be eating well. Perhaps. But I will try my best regardless, and hopefully I shall prevail. Yeah, I do love, though, you know I'm like the most moral of the online influencers when, you know, my super cool hot tips for you guys to save money is, you know, weigh your items at self-checkout properly, as opposed to like, did you know in the self-checkout, if you just like pockets like one Snickers bar, there's a very small chance you're gonna get caught. Like, I'm not gonna name names, but I've seen some online content where it's basically teaching you how to / encouraging you to do crimes. And, like, I mean, I'm not gonna say you should be arrested for that. But I will say that it is a crime to aid and abet criminals, which there could be an argument to be made that posting just for the internet as a whole to see of like step by step, this is how you do this crime and this is why it would be beneficial to you, arguably would fall under that category. Arguably. But I'm not a lawyer, this isn't legal advice. So go. I'm not advising you to not do crimes. This isn't legal advice. Oh no. Go! Okay, whew. I was worried that was done. Okay, so on this question, because I've noticed in the cave levels in Super Mario Brothers, like, a whole bunch of things are blue. Like, the ground is blue, the bricks are blue, the piranhas are blue, the Goombas are blue. Are they blue sprites? Actually? Or are they the normal sprites and they've had like some sort of like filter applied to them to make everything blue? Like, I could see that being the case, especially for an NES game. I imagine that would save a bunch of cartridge space if you kept everything the same, like, sprites. And then it's just like, oh yeah, but in this level, we're inverting the colors or something. Not that I'm saying color inversion is what's happening there, specifically, because I'm not sure if this shade of blue would be the opposite of that particular shade of brown they use in the overworld. But it could be. I'm not saying it is, but I'm not saying it's not. Anyone in chat know? Just a different color palette? Okay, I thought it was something like that. Oh! Okay. Thanks for the info, Tie Guy. Hello, ProShot. Welcome to the stream. We're trying to beat Super Mario Brothers right now. I've never actually beaten the game before, so this should be fun. Well, see, I can't get intentional game overs whenever, like, a run isn't going well, because then the gamblers over at Twitch would be upset with me. Like, I bet belief, I put all my points on belief, and then you threw the game away. I demand a refund. The SEC needs to look into this. That's right, the Southeastern Conference needs to have a look at this. We need to get college sports involved. Oh, dang it. Okay. Oh, I was there! Okay. Have I ever played Hollow Knight? No, I have not played Hollow Knight before, though I hear it is a very good game. Aren't they coming out with a sequel soonish? Granted, I feel like that's one of those games where they've been coming out with a sequel soonish for the last, like, 3 years. Like, what was it, like Silk Song or something? I guess here's a question, because that would actually probably be a fun game to stream. Is the consensus that I will need to have played Hollow Knight first in order to enjoy Silk Song, or could I go into that, like, just as my first Hollow Knight experience? Question for the chat. Also, question for the chat. Does playing a game like Hollow Knight sound interesting? Would that be watched? You know what's funny? By the time we're done with this, I might actually have more playtime in Super Mario Brothers than I did for my entire first playthrough of Princess Peach Showtime. And I'm not meaning that as like an own or anything on Princess Peach Showtime. I do quite like the game. I'm just saying it's kind of interesting. And Princess Peach Showtime definitely has more content than this game. just that this game has gotten me to replay a lot of the content. A lot. Recommend playing the first game first because it's good. And that's a pretty good reason to play a game. Because it's good. Okay. Lakitu, I'm not playing your games. I'm keeping this fire flower. There's nothing you can do to stop me, fool. Okay. I mean, that's one way to do it. Now, unfortunately, fireflies don't really help much against bullet bills. But they do help with the Koopas, which actually will probably make this particular level a lot easier than it otherwise would have been. Since I've actually maintained the fire flower through more than like 2 seconds of it. What? I was sprinting! Okay, well apparently you can sprint over one wide gaps, except when the game says you can't. Good to know, good to know. Keep that in mind for the future, going forward. Why is he sticking around so long? The Lakitu? Ooh, almost lost that one up. Okay. We're good though. We're good. Okay. Okay, these coins suck. Why are we getting them? We're not. And they keep taking shots at my head. It's kind of rude. Alright, I'm feeling pretty good. I think this could be the one. Was I a Tears of the Kingdom or Breath of the Wild kind of guy? I think, in my personal opinion, I would have to say that for me it would probably be Breath of the Wild. Like, I think it certainly gets some points for, you know, doing, like, new things. Right, like, everything, or not everything, literally, but a whole bunch of what Breath of the Wild did was, you know, like, new ground. Additionally, I think it's more cohesive as a piece of game design. I think it's a lot more elegant. Because everything is built, like, with everything else in mind, and comes together as a much more cohesive whole, I believe. I think, like, you know, big example you see of that is kind of the exploration focus, right? I mean, it kind of baffled me when they announced Tears of the Kingdom would be coming out, and it would have the same world map, more or less, as Breath of the Wild. Because Breath of the Wild was so much about exploration and stuff, so you have the same map as before, and you lose a lot of that appeal in theory. Now, granted, Tears of the Kingdom did a lot better with the, like, same world map as before than I had anticipated it would be. You know, it ended up feeling, because it did fill this sort of void where, like, like, historically, we just really haven't gotten to see, like, direct follow-ups to other Zelda games, more or less. Like, you got, like, arguably, some, like, the Game Boy games, or the DS games, or, like, Majora's Mask to Ocarina of Time. But even those were kind of, like, always, like, a different world, just, like, the same Link going to a different world. So it doesn't quite scratch the same itch. But, like, Tears of the Kingdom... Oh, come on! Stray Hammer? Man, okay. Tears of the Kingdom, as you're exploring the world, kind of feels like when you, like, return to your, like, your old hometown after, like, being away for years. Which was an interesting feeling, certainly, to be invoked by a video game. And I appreciate it. And I liked seeing kind of where things went, how the, like, various characters, stories, and lives progressed post Breath of the Wild. I do think, though, you take the basis of a game in Breath of the Wild that was, like, very exploration-focused, and you don't change much of the core mechanics of that exploration, and still have exploration as a focus in a world that has already been explored. I don't know. Doesn't seem like the best combo. But I think where I really end up kind of falling off the boat in terms of Tears of the Kingdom is I didn't really care for the building mechanics that much. Like, they're cool, don't get me wrong, and I use them for puzzles, and some of the puzzles using them were very clever. But I was not, like, the sort of guy who was out there building, like, some crazy mech or something. Right? I built what I had to solve the puzzle, and that was about it. I think the building mechanics are arguably a bit more fleshed out than they arguably had to be for that game, if I'm being honest. It actually... Oh, come on. Did I see the Discord viewbot thing? No, I do not know what you're referring to with that. What are you talking about? What Discord viewbot exists? I'm not even sure, just based on those words together. Like, I know what those words mean, Discord view and bot. I don't know why they would be together, though. Right? Like a Twitter viewbot or YouTube viewbot, I would... Like, I understand the concept. Because, you know, in theory, people want to get more views on their tweets or YouTube videos. I'm not sure if I've ever heard of anyone, like, desperately trying to get more views on their Discord messages. So, from that perspective, I'm not really sure what that would be. Because it doesn't make sense in my brain.